Day 2, time to show you all my Marvel comics. And, to say the least, I have a lot of them. But, I'm going to start with all of my graphic novels. Amazing, Fantastic, Incredible, which is Stan Lee's memoir. You know, Stan Lee I'll have to admit, is a very amazing guy. You know, he's like one of the most successful in the comic book industry. Yeah, but sometimes he can get a little carried away when he talks about himself, you know? Ultimate Spider-Man, which I believe... Give me a minute. Number 1 to 6. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis. One of my absolute favorites recently. Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. This is the Miles Morales Spider-Man, which I believe is issue number... number 11 to 18. Spider-Man Saga of the Sandman. Almost every Marvel comic that features the Sandman. Captain America Winter Soldier, which is from issues number 1 to 7. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 to 3, I think. And that includes issue number 0.1. Avengers number 1 to 6. I think it's the one from... Yeah, number 1 to 6, The Avengers. Yep, I was right. 2014. With John Romita Jr. as the artist. You know, sometimes John Romita can get just a little sloppy from time to time. You know, with the cross-hatching and stuff, but, you know, when he you know, but when he puts a little bit more time into it, you know, it can actually come out pretty well. You know, it's like a good kind of sloppy, like a little bit of grit added to it. And Marvel Apes. Okay, graphic novels. Okay, let's get serious. Big stuff. Now, I've split my collection into, like, various separate parts. The X-Men, the Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Avengers, and Wolverine. We're going to start with everything else, in order of date. Well, sort of. Sometimes when I get, like 2 or 3 of the same series, I just put those issues together. Starting number 1. You know, every issue number 1 in order of date. Captain America and the Falcon, number 171. This is a reprint from, I think, the 1960s. Came with a set of action figures. Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, number 3, from late 1970s. It's really the oldest Marvel comic I currently have. The Defenders, number 91. '93. And 94. A comic adaptation of Raiders of the Lost Ark, number 3. Marvel Team Up, number 147, with Spider-Man and the Human Torch. Marvel Fanfare, number 19, which I think stars Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if it's the first appearance, but it tells you as much about them as you need to know. Marvel Fanfare, number 48. Just 2 stories of the She-Hulk and one of the Vision. A comic adaptation of The Last Starfighter, number 1. The Gargoyle, number 2 of 4. Something new universe related. Starbrand, number 2. Sectars, Warriors of Symbion, number 2. With Spydrax versus Dargon. So like a planet with these bug creatures. Comic adaptation of Willow, number 3 of 3. Marvel Comics Presents, number 18. Number 71. Number 93. And 195. Sorry, forgot to show you the covers on the other side of... This is 93s. And 115. Yeah, I've got all of these in one bag, so it's gonna take a while to put them back in. Secret Wars 2, number 9 of 9. The Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe, Deluxe Edition, from H to K, which is number 6. Dakota North Investigations, number 2. Hawkeye, number 19. Madballs, number 3 of 3. Yeah, it's one of those Star comics. You might want to look those up. The Nam, number 1. Here's a giant-sized annual of Conan the Barbarian. Issue number 12. Power Pack, number 48. You know, I really do not like the Power Pack at all. I mean, little kid superheroes, not really the best idea. Number 51. Here's a reboot issue of Power Pack, number 2. Stupid reboot. The Punisher, number 24. Damage Control, number 404. Yeah, this came from, let me see, 1990. Back then, Nick Fury was still white. The New Warriors, number 1. And 21. Quasar, the Cosmic Avenger, number 11. Doctor Strange, number 29. Fantastic Four, number 352. Okay, I have a few Moon Knights here. Moon Knight, number 31. And 41. Terror Inc., number 2. Darkhawk, number 23. Sleepwalker, number 10. You know, I think Marvel Comics should bring back Sleepwalker, you know? He's pretty cool. Warlock in the Infinity Watch, number 5. Doom 2099, number 1. Yeah, in this issue, Doctor Doom is brought to the year 2099. Has a nice little special effect cover. Very shiny. Very shiny. Hope it stays that way. It's one of the first comics that I bought at Ollie's. Nomad, number 13. And my Daredevil comics is a Marvel annual of Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 6. Which is also Lifeform. Lifeform, part 2 of 4. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 336. Now for my collection of Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, I have issue number 21, number 24, and 27. The Ren and Stimpy Show number 6. Sort of a crossover. The Amazing Spider-Man versus Powder Toast Man. About as ridiculous as it gets. Venom number 3. The Incredible Hulk number 447. Give me a minute. This is the History of Marvels, number 1. It's another, like, not really a comic book, but has a bunch of illustrations and sketches. And little, like, articles about the history of Marvel. And the characters. Nightside, number 2. Sentinel, number 1. Salvage, part 1. And Silver Surfer, Communion, part 3. New Universal, issue number 5. Civil War, number 7. This is a Thor one-shot called The Truth of History. Or, what is its other title? Does it have another title? Oh, yep, The Truth of History. Another Marvel Apes. I think supposedly of a separate series. Probably not. 1 of 4. Punisher, War Journal, number 24. War of Kings, number 5 of 6. Rescue, number 1. I think it's another one-shot. This issue was used to celebrate the women of Marvel, which, you know, I wish they didn't do so often now. Decided to keep it just for the heck of it. You know, speaking of which, I really wish that Marvel would stop trying to turn their characters into females, or, like, make female versions of their original characters. I mean, first Thor, and there was, like, many variations of Spider-Man, like Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, and now a female Wolverine. You know, this is stupid, alright? You know, I don't think even like, women appreciate this. But then again, knowing feminists, you know, so power hungry, they go for anything. You know, and as a fan of Marvel Comics, that really gets under my skin. Shadowland, Power Man, 404. Five Ronin, number 2 of 5. This appears to be an early Japanese samurai version of the Hulk. Last Days of Ant-Man, number 1. Pretty much sucked. And this is another special comic that I got from Books A Million from Marvel and Fried Pie. Deadpool number 1. World's greatest comic magazine, as it says up here. You know, ironically. You know what's really disappointing about this issue? Deadpool doesn't really doesn't really go all out as I expect to see him in the comic. You know. You know what happened to the funky, crazy Deadpool, huh? You know, the fourth wall breaker, the merc with a mouth. I have no idea. This comic is different. This appears to be, I think the only comic I have from maybe directly from England. Marvel Comics UK, which is Death's Head 2, part 2 of 4. Has 2 different covers. Sorry. Okay, now time for my Ghost Rider comics. Ghost Rider number 7 from somewhere early 1990s. Original Ghost Rider Rides Again, part 2 of 7. And part 6 of 7. Ghost Rider Blaze, Spirits of Vengeance, number 12. This here is a glow-in-the-dark cover. Yeah, you gotta set it to a light, and you turn off the light, and like the skull here and these little flashy like neon effects glow. Yeah, that's something worth keeping.